folks. This would normally come out on a Sunday. It's coming out on a Monday, which means we're a day nearer to the weekend. There you go. There's a little bonus. So, yeah, you can sleep easy tonight. How the hell are you lot? Apologies about last night. Yeah, I've been feeling pretty shit, if I'm being honest. I've had a cold for about 4 weeks, and then it kind of deviated into a sort of sore throat. But that's been fine. The biggest annoyance for me has been the the perpetual coughing. So I do apologise about going and occasionally having to switch the microphone off and having a proper chesty cough. I was at the doctor last week. They sounded my chest. They says, "Nope, main meister, your chest is absolutely fine." I thought, is it bollocks? But anyway, they gave me a thing to squirt up my nose. What that's got to do with my chest is anyone's guess. And yeah, over the weekend I had a particularly eventful weekend. Great weekend with a few friends down in an arcade club. Now, unfortunately, there was a particular. It was soured somewhat with a bit of a confrontation with myself and a certain person that's actually watching this stream. And yeah, he was boasting about how good he was at this particular football game. And so anyway, listen, I'm not really wanting to talk about it. I am going to put a video out about. There was a bit of a kind of face off, and it was resolved until next year. So I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I will be putting out a video sort of detailing just what this thing was. You know who you are. Uh, excuse me. Oh, dearie me. So anyway, yeah. Apart from that, I had a great weekend, but I was dying on my arse. I was really just yeah, not well at all, not well at all. So I was intending to do the live stream, but you know what? I was just feeling a bit crap, and I thought, nah, I'm not going to do it. Because I'm ill. I've not been at my cook school for a few weeks, hence the extra couple of pounds and double chin. Well, not quite a double chin yet, but yeah, I'm turning into a bit of a fat bugger. I will be back to my fighting weight before long. The doctor said, yeah, you don't have. I went back to the doctor today. They told me that my chest X-ray came back clear, which is great. And I've just got a cough. And apparently she had the same cough, nothing to do with me. And she said you've just got to be patient. And but she did, however, give me some antibiotics, which I'm going to be taking. So yeah, that was that. And because I can't, because I'm coughing constantly, I've not been at my cook stool. I'm meant to be at cook stool as we speak, but I'm not. Hence the reason you're getting this live stream. So anyway, I was going to just call it a live Sunday stream, but one of the chaps, Mr. Flanagan, I think he is in the stream. He is indeed. He made a bit of a statement which let's just say, I was flabbergasted with. Really was. I mean, I've heard a lot of statements being made by people, and you're like, oh no way. And this was up there. This was, uh, if Donald Trump is not an arsehole, that's a 10. This statement was a 12. And yeah, Mr. Flanagan told me that now just brace yourself here, folks. He told me that the C16 version of Green Beret, yep, you've seen it. Now just brace yourself for this, is not the worst version. I know, I know. Yeah, I mean, seriously, ridiculous thing to say. But anyway, well, what I thought we would do is he proclaims that the Atari 800 version is worse. That is quite a statement to make. So anyway, I thought let's rather than rather than just have it in a normal video, let's put it out here when there are people watching. There's other people can see with their own eyes. Is he talking piss or not? Let's find out. So yeah, Green Beret. Now I have done. Oh dearie me! Hang on a wee second. Where's the mute? Right, the mute microphone button is there, so I can hit that in future, so I don't perforate any eardrums. Yeah, I've done pretty much every arcade game that I want to do in the Arcade Perfect My series. I've been doing it for a long, long time, and I figure it's now time to do revisit some of these older games and just have a look at them with a fresh pair of eyes. So that is what I plan to do. We're going to look at Green Beret, on by Konami. Now there are quite a number of versions. Photos, yep, that's fine. Right. According to this, in fact, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to. I've taken a little screenshot of that. I'm just going to type them. So we have arcade. We have Amstrad. Now, I actually thought to myself, I want this kind of video to last a couple hours, and it's never going to last a couple hours. But you know what? When you actually see the number of versions of this thing, I think it will. Now, I do intend to play these on the Mister because that's the best way to do it. So just bear with me, folks. Plus 4 C16. The NES. We've got GBA, MSX. Now, oh wait a minute, Famicom Disk System. Right, I don't have that on the Mister, so it's going to be NES. Nintendo DS, I don't think I've got it on that. Play choice. The ZX Spectrum. Right. Okay. Now, I'm not. This version did appear on a lot of compilation games, a lot of compilation discs for like the PlayStation, PlayStation 2, Dreamcast. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Is there Ox? Could somebody send me the Amiga version, please? I don't think I'm aware of that one. It might well be on that compilation thing I've got. If not, if somebody could send me that across, that would be wonderful. So I'm not going to include versions that appeared on compilations because they are the arcade. It's running with arcade ROMs, so we're going to lose these ones. But yeah, if somebody could send me across the Amiga one, that would be brilliant. Now, yeah, Mr. Flanagan seems to think that the Atari 800 one is the worst version. So what I think we need to do is we need to play the C16 version. Evening, Bob. How are you, mate? And hang on a second. Yeah, I think we need to play the C16 version, and then we'll play the Atari 800 version, like so. Now, if you've watched it before, you'll know that I start off with the arcade one. Right, there we go. So what we've got is we've got the arcade, we've got the Amstrad, BBC Micro, Commodore 64, plus 4 C16, they're both the same, Atari 800, NES, GBA, MSX, and the ZX Spectrum. I'll probably have a couple of games. I think because we've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Yeah, I reckon we can. I reckon we could play them all for about 10 minutes each, and well, we'll see. I mean, it depends on how painful these things are. Right. Anyway, yeah, let's dive right in. So let me just get this webcam in Mister, and hopefully this will behave itself. There we go. That's that. Let me know. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah. Right. Let's start off with. I need to turn my keyboard on. Oh, well, you minute, move that over there. Trying to stop cables going everywhere. Right, that's fine. That can sit there. Right, let's get it going. So, turn that on. Arcade. Now, yeah, I'm sure Green Beret is supported by the wonderful Mister. There we are, Green Beret. It was known as Evening Ross. How are you, mate? Tell you what, just before we're going to attempt. Well, before I load up this, I'm going to load up the. I'm going to load up the Amiga image thing, just in case the Green Beret is in there. So, Ross, all these versions you're going to see tonight, they are all getting played on the Mister. This is the Amiga one. You'll see just how slick it is. Now, I'm going to say I'd be surprised if Green Beret's on this. There you go. Green Beret. Excellent. It came out in 2022. Don't worry about it, Colin. We've got it. We have got it. We've got it covered, son. Right, let's get back to arcade. Can you type the letter? You can actually. I didn't realise you could do that. Can you type the two letters? GR. You can. Wonderful. Right, Green Beret. Yeah, but it's included in that hard disk image, Colin. Right. I'm going to put that underneath that. Now, I did have a game of this at Arcade Club, and I managed to get to the second level. Right, wait a wee minute. I'm just going to take this off for a second. Right. Where can I put that there? Yeah, I can. Right, that's good. That's out the way. Right, I'm going to look over here because that's where the screen is. And right, let's insert a credit. I can hardly hear that. That's better. Let me know how the. Oh right, hang on a second. You know what? I think I was pissing about with. I think I was extending the Amiga image last time. Right, just give me a second. Right, we'll just get that lined up. There we go. How's that? How's the sound? By the way, can I just a quick thing? When I rescheduled this to tonight, I didn't realise that Del Boy he's got a couple of hours. He's got a live stream on at the moment. I'm not exactly sure what it's about. I think it's about a film, but yeah. I'm conscious that I'm overlapping. I'm streaming at the same time as Dale. Now, I wouldn't normally do that because, to be fair to Dale, I don't normally stream on a Monday, and he's had this plan for a while. So what I would say to you is, if you are planning to watch Dale's stream, please do that. You know, go away for this, watch Dale's one, and then you can always come back and watch this as a recording. I know a lot of Dell's movie people, they're not going to be watching this and vice versa, but if you were planning to watch Dell's stream, please do so. Right, okay, let's get this thing going. Jump. How do we jump? Oh, you jump just pressing that, don't you? I've always found the best way to kill laddies is to lie down and then just kind of turn like that. Oh, bollocks. But yeah, thank you very much to everybody that's tuned in tonight. I do appreciate it. Is it this button? Certainly is. I really like all the Konami games that came out about this time. All the arcade conversions. How can this be an arcade conversion? This is the arcade. But yeah. No spoilers, Colin. No spoilers, please, mate. We will see with our own eyes. Yeah, this is one of my favourite Konami games. Love Your Kung Fu. I think this is probably the one I play the most. You need to watch out for these little flying kick guys like him. Ah, you bastard! That was one bloody fault for leaving it too late. Wasn't overly keen on, was it ping pong I think it was, and Mikey could never get on with that game. Have it. Yeehaw! Now, ironically, I can probably get further on the arcade version than I can on any other than home versions. Probably because I've played it the most. Oh, bollocks. But yeah, I don't know. I like the style of graphics, they're detailed, but I don't know, Konami just made great, oh fuck, that's always where you're going to die, getting caught on the ladder. Right, I think that's enough of the arcade one. I'm going to have a quick drink of tea, and then we'll crack on with the home ones. Okay, right. We'll just do it in the order in which they're on this thing. So the first version we're going to look at, I wonder if I should Rate it. Yeah, I think I should do one of my spreadsheets. Have I got a? No, yeah. Let's do a spreadsheet. Can't beat a spreadsheet. I'll tell you what. I'll just put that back to that, and you can look at this. Don't want to see it now. No, thank you. Right, blank workbook. Right, okay. I think we have. I'm going to move my Mr. Keyboard over there for a second while I type. So we're going to have graphics. I mean, this is comparing it to arcade graphics. Sound. Playability. Do we have an overall? Yeah, I think we have an overall, but I think we also, I'm going to move that in there, like so, insert. I think we have, oh, what's the word for it? Authenticity. There's a big word for a Monday night. So, yep, we've got graphics, it's sound. Because bear in mind, it's nothing to do with the game itself, it's how it stacks up against the arcade game. Graphics, you know, how, you know, if they're accurate to the arcade one, then it's going to be a 10 out of 10. Sound, authenticity, as in how accurate is it? Not accuracy. Accuracy. There we go. Accuracy. I'm going to. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to take it overall because it's nothing to do with how good the game is, it's how accurate it is. So I'm going to move him over there and then I'm going to delete that column. So I've got graphics, sound, playability, and accuracy. You could have the most playable game in the world and it's nothing like the arcade. This is just to compare, see how these things compare against the original. So let's see, version. And then we're going to have, obviously, a total. And then, right, we've got the Amstrad. Does any... No, in fact, it doesn't matter, because I'm not... I thought this might have been out for the... I thought this might have been out for the PC. Maybe it did. C16, Atari 800. NES, Game Boy Advance. I don't know if I've got the Game Boy Advance version. It's probably on some compilation doohickey thing. And then Spectrum. Right, okay, there's a spreadsheet knocked up. And we'll just chuck a couple of borders in it. Some lines. There we are. Right, I'm going to keep this hidden. And then we can do a little, I will do my little summary in a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in comments. I'm going to put that there. Yeah, how's that? I bet you never thought you would tune into a retro gaming channel where he's playing games and he's also putting things in an Excel spreadsheet. Right, I can move that up there. I'm just going to put him up there like so. That can sit there. Hey Andy, not bad, mate. Not too bad. I'm all right. I'm still, when you get to my age, not being dead is it's always a bonus. But I'm good, mate. I've had a bit of a stinky cold for the last wee while. But apart from that, I'm tickety boo. Right, gonna put him there, like so. That little studio thinking go up there. No, I think it's Andy. You're my third subscriber, Andy Williamson, I think. I mean, I have had a few Andys that watch the channel. No, I don't think it's Sick Boy tends to call himself Andrew Lowe, but I don't think he's ever watched any of my channels. I think it's Andy Williamson, if I'm not mistaken. Right, I'm going to move that there, and then I'm going to just bring this. So I'm going to make that a wee bit weird so I can see everything. The very same. There we go. See, I've not forgotten you, mate. I'm glad you're well. In fact, how are you? How the hell are you? Christ, you've grown, Andy. You were only this size the last time I saw you. Right. Anyway, folks, let's crack on so we can come out of this and then we can go to. So we're going to start off with. We're going to start off with the. Yeah, Ross, you'll see here. These are all the computers. There's a lot of them. There's some really, Tatton Einstein, Texas. I was even able to play my very, 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 very first game I ever owned. I was able to play on this. It's a wonderful thing. Lots of some bizarre kind of computers, but yeah, you need to get yourself one, mate. If you're a retro kind of gaming fan, the Mister is excellent. Right, what am I looking for? We're looking for the Amstrad. There we go, CPC. Oh, really, Andy? Listen, mate, if you're ever kicking about, I think you've got my email. We'll need to get together for a beer, mate. It's been a long time, and I think Brian's in as well. Do you remember? And this is a true story, folks. The Mainmeister and Chums Talk Pish. I've not done one for a long, long time. Andy and Brian actually took part in a Chums Talk Pish. Christ, probably about 10 years ago. It was a long time. Brian, are you still in? I think Brian is actually working. Right, what we're looking for. But yeah, I hope drop me an email, Andy, and we'll have a proper catch up, mate. Right, what we're doing, we're going to games. If I don't have it on the Mister, then I'm not going to be. Green Planet. There we are. There we are, folks. Right. And it's cat. Yep. Let's try and do this from memory. Tell you what. I'm going to move this over a wee bit. There we go. There we are. You've got my email, Andy. Absolutely. Nice to catch up. Right, so to run this thing, you type in run, and then it's that, and then you just type in, I think you can just do that. And then, as I was saying, Ross, there is none of this. Well, there is a menu to add in a disk, but that's as far as it goes. You've then got to actually type in the command. And vulnerability leaked, whatever, I take it that'll be no. Evening, Colin. Quite a nice little loading screen. Okay, what were you saying, Stephen? On the Mister computer menu, there's Archimedes. That arrived the other day, the monitor got damaged. Oh, bollocks. Not good. Not good at all. Right, playing joystick. Oh, bloody hell. Now, the soldiers look more like Morris dancers. Slightly rotund looking. I can't hell, you're going to let me get up this bloody ladder, mate? Oh dear. It's got horrible push scrolling. Now, I think I'm going to have to hit the space bar. Yeah, which... Oh, bloody hell, which isn't ideal. Because you're having to... you're also having to stop using the joystick. I'm not sure about the music, I don't think that's entirely authentic. Nothing wrong with it, it has to be said. Right, let's just use that. Because that's the thing about this game, you... oh, bollocks. See, I really can't... I really can't be looking at comments. Yeah, I don't like that. But you know what, it plays... Why is it my voice goes up a few octaves sometimes? But yeah, I mean, it plays absolutely fine. I'm wondering if you can... Oh, come on! I did press the fire button. I just want to see if it's possible to just keep running. Now, in theory, if you could, oh bugger, if you could follow the flamethrower, then you could launch it and then just keep running to the right, and in effect, you should be able to take out everybody. Why am I doing that? Don't know why I did that. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a couple of games of each version. I think that's we should have enough time for that. I'm here till 10 o'clock. These guys jumping on, I think they're kind of getting lifted in the air when you stab them. Right, come on, let's leg it. Oh, come on, it's just a wee bit slow to respond. Oh, I'm going to die. Yeah. You bastard. Yeah, it's slightly slow to, it doesn't always register the pressing of the fire button. I'm going to die. Oh, managed to survive it. I'm definitely going to die. Yeah. Right, okay. That's two versions. Two versions. Two goes. Now, this is all compared to the arcade. Graphics, they're not a 10 out of 10. I think I'm going to give it a 7. Obviously, that is going to be kind of the yardstick. So what I'm then going to have to do is kind of, when I'm comparing another version, say, well, I need to bear in mind what I'm giving. Okay, that's a 7. Sound, bit of music, a few sound effects. I'm going to give it a 6. Playability, it's not bad, but it's you do die when I don't think you really should. So I'm going to give it a 6. Accuracy to the arcade, I'm going to give it a 6.5. The total eveningly, it was that was Amstrad CPC. I'm not going to total it up just now. Comments, I'm just going to put slightly. In fact, I'm not going to read out what I'm typing. Okay, there we are. There we are, folks. Right, that is the Amstrad. Next one. Now, I'm hoping that these are all going to be are going to allow me to use the joystick. I'm sure there might be some versions that don't. The next one is the BBC. Now again, Ross, there you go. That's the BBC core. You can add in a hard disk image, which this has got. Well, it's not hard disk; it's a kind of CF card image thing. And I think you just don't want to do that. How do I restart? Reset. Oh yeah, you just press to the right. I need to do an Alfie Dizzy Pet face off kerfuffle. What we're looking for here, we're looking for Greenberry. I've gone right past it. Again, if it's not in this list, folks. Oh, we had a great time, Lee. But you know what? We're going to. It was actually 2001 because I was looking for some photos. It was 2001, April 2001 were there, so it was 3 years ago. But I reckon we're going to make it an annual event. I know the guys that were with me. They all agreed it's something we can do annually. Right, Greenberry. Hopefully, it's going to be there. There we are, Greenberry, and that's there we are. I get the feeling this is not going to use the joystick. Right, I've pressed the space bar. I don't know if it's. I reckon we're probably going to go for kind of April time again because it doesn't really impact on. The problem is if you make it like May, June, July, you're into holiday season, and we want to try and maximise the people that can get along. Right, this. No, it was 2021, Brian. Did I say 20? Did I say 2001? It was 2021. Right. Interestingly, this doesn't appear to be working. Is there anything I can try? I'll just try loading it again. I've actually got this interface thing on my original BBC. It's a great thing. Where are we? Green Beret. Try again. It says press space. Right, Colin, are you in front of your Mister by any chance? I don't know. Is there anything I can try? Could you possibly Master? All right, you've only got the two. Right, I'm gonna give it a go. Go on. Would you mind trying it, Colin? See if you can get Green Beret working on the Master System, and then you can let me know. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just crack on with some other versions. Right. Oh, space. Right. Nah, doesn't like that. Now, one thing about the Mister you need to appreciate is if it's a disc, it will take as long as it takes to load. And you don't get any like the little indicators that you'll get with you'll not get a loading indicator that you get with an emulator. Right, okay, Colin's going to have a mess about with that. Right, moving on swiftly. Commodore 64. Obviously, this is a version I did buy this. And I'll be honest, at the time I found it extremely difficult. Yeah, again, Ross, you'll see here, some clever guy came up with cartridge images for virtually something like 2,000 games. All these games are cartridge. You put the cartridge in, hit enter. That's it loaded. That is it loaded. Press spacebar, and there you are. Now, right away, it's got good music. Excuse me. It is, Craig. Again, use the... It is extremely difficult. It's got a great soundtrack. Oh, piss off. Whoa! Jesus. It's relentless. Oh, bloody hell. No, Martin Galway did the music. Oh, why did I die there? Ooh, a bit of sprite glitching going on, didn't notice that before. And they seem to fire. Oh, bloody hell. It is tough. I might have to give this one 3 goes. Yeah, sound by MG, Martin Galway. Are you saying, sorry Ox, you're saying you don't think it doesn't look great? I think this, I remember at the time thinking it looked a bit blocky, but I actually think this looks really, really good. Interesting. Now see, the arcade one doesn't, oh bloody hell. The arcade one keeps the kung fu kicker guys, the guys that do the flying kicks. You don't get them. Oh shite! You don't get them in the arcade one until later on in the well, towards the end of the first level. Excuse me, sorry about that. I can get to the end of this level, the first level, but it's difficult. I always think the wee guys at the back look like they're dancing. What is it? Is it Morris dancing? What's that dance where you're kind of crouched down and you're kicking your knees out? Bloody hell. It's sometimes difficult to see the bullets in this version as well. Oh, come on. Yeah. Cossack dancing, that is it. Yeah, the Russians. That's the one, Ox. Yeah, it's definitely harder. Definitely harder than the original. I'm gonna give it one more go, and then we're gonna batter on. It's a pity you can't. Well, I wonder if I can. Hang on, I'm just gonna. Nah, I was hoping I could. Nah, I was hoping I could. What does that do? I was hoping I could allocate the space bar to one of the buttons. What the hell? Because these guys fire when you're least expecting it, I think the only way to play this is to stay ducked down like this, like that. Come on. Until you get him. Oh, bollocks. Okay, folks, we can't look at the BBC one. That's disappointing. Right, okay, a wee bit disappointing that I couldn't get past here. Right, we're going to have to take the BBC out of the equation, so I'm going to delete that. Right, C64 graphics. I'm going to give it the same as Amstrad. Slightly different, they're slightly more anorexic, but less blocky. Sound is definitely an 8. Playability, it's really hard, but that doesn't mean it's unplayable. Bear in mind I gave the Amstrad a 6, and which was it was pretty difficult. I'm going to give it a 7. Accuracy to the arcade, I'm going to give it a 7.5. Right, I don't need to really. Well, I'll just put in here. Right now, I can only. In fact, I need to cut to the full screen here. Now, what I just want to give you a bit of a warning. What's coming up? This may be distressing to some viewers. You know, it may be a hard watch. In fact, I know it's going to be a hard watch. It's not going to be easy for me playing this. But you know what? I think it's important that we talk about these things. We get these things out. I just want to. I want to let people see just what the pits of retro gaming can bring. Yeah, you know, I will put a link to some counselling in the video description for anybody that is left scarred with what you're about to see. So yeah, you have been warned. Next version, folks, is the C16. Right, Commodore 16. Let's see. Evening, Beeps. I hope you didn't come along expecting to see a BBC version of this because we can't get it working. Right, games. I wonder if PRG. Wait a minute. Hang on. PRG's the easiest ones to kind of get loading. Let's see if it's going to be here. No, it's not. So what we're going to try. No, it's definitely not going to be in there. Right, now there appears to be. Oh, is this a multi-loader? Now how do we load a tape in this thing again? But you know what? Let's load a disc. Oh, wait a minute, is it? I'm just going to try and load the tape version, which is going to prolong the pain, or not prolong. It's going to delay the pain, but it's going to allow me to get. Oh, it doesn't like that. Doesn't like that one little bit. Right, let's try disc. Game collections. Oh Christ. Is it under games? Maybe. We've got that many. Green Beret. I've got that many. How do you load? Is it the same as the? It's that button. Right. Okay. I don't know. Is this how you load it again? I can't remember. I don't play a lot of C16 games, to be fair. Please pick number. I don't know what the difference is. Let's go for number 1. Right, it's loaded. Now there you go. This is the title screen. Yep. Telling you to stab to start. Now, I mean, if a video game was ever going to cause any controversy with some nutcase going on the rampage and say, yeah, it was because he was playing Green Beret on the C16, I would completely get that. Right, anyway. There we go, folks. Do not adjust your headphones. There is no sound. I think there might be one sound effect in the entire game. Where to begin with this? It's got the most god-awful push scrolling. I mean, everything, look at it, everything just stops. everything stops when you get to the edge of the screen. Saying that, if you get to the edge of the screen, then you're doing pretty well. The sprites flicker beyond belief. There is colour clash going on. Even, I mean, look at that. Look, it's blocking out everything. You die when you've got no idea how you've managed to die. It looks like instead of wielding a knife, it looks more like you've got like a Christmas stocking on your arm, and you're kind of hitting them with that. Yeah, I mean, you just die and you don't even know you're dead. There is no sound to speak of. Look at that. There we are. You can have 3 or 4 games at this and not even know. I mean, look, yeah, I don't know. I mean, look at his right. I'm going to try and not die for at least 10 seconds. Look at his foot. Look at his foot. That's fine. You turn around. What's going on there? Why has he got a bloody jaggy thing coming at his foot? What is that? Now I've not got that at all. It looks like this. It is virtually impossible to actually dodge these guys. So I watch spiking foot. Oh no, now he's not even doing it. Or is it depending on how you're standing? Yeah, I mean, what is... Yeah, look at it. What is it doing? He's got like a jaggy bit coming out his waist as well. Let's try... Oh, I just leapt up the ladder there. Am I going to be able to kill him? Yeah, I certainly can. But there is no sound. And unforgivably, you die, but you die and it throws you right back to start, and you don't even know why you've died. And even when you're there, you lose 3 or 4 lives, and you don't know why you've been killed. I mean, look at it. There's bits of graphics getting left in the screen. I mean, holy shit. I mean, to describe these guys as lazy programmers is complimenting them. They are completely just incompetent. I mean, I would absolutely love to know who programmed this. I would love to get the background on how this bowl of dog sick was actually released as a £9.99 game. A £9.99 game. Fucking hell. Yeah, I mean, I said I was going to play 2 games at each system. I think we're up to about... This is about the 17th or 18th game, possibly, and I've just died again. If you've got any doubts about how bad this game is, please go and check it out. I will not be held responsible for any actions that follow your experience with this. I happened to stumble over this when I was doing the original Arcade Perfect My Arse. I would say it's up there in my top 2 worst games ever. You know, E.T. on the Atari 2600, Pac-Man on the Atari 2600. Are they balls? They are like the best game. They're like The Last of Us compared to this pile of absolute dog shit. I mean, believe it or not, I am actually trying here to get to the end of the level. Now, you'll notice a fundamental flaw. I can't even speak. You want to lie down to avoid bullets. Now, in the arcade and in the C64 and other versions, you can lie down and stab. In this version, can you, buggery? Yep, you can lie down like this, but the minute you press the fire button, he bloody stands up again. Look. 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 Oh, he's dropped a bit. Oh, excuse me. Honestly, yeah. I mean, he's obviously been taking some illegal substances away. He can just leap. Watch the way he leaps to the top of the ladder. Bang! There we are. Yeah, it's actually pointless ducking down. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Oh bollocks. Yeah, it's right. Graphics. Now let's just for a second look at this screenshot. Graphics. No, you're not going to be able to see the mouse pointer. I mean, this guy here at the top, like I said, it looks like he's got a. It looks like he's broken his arm. It looks like his arm is like that, and he's broken his arm. He's got a plaster cast, and then he's going like that, and he's hitting things. They look nothing like, absolutely nothing like Green Beret. So graphics, it's going to get 2. Sound, it's a 0 because there is no sound. Playability, I'm going to give it a half because you can move the sprite. Accuracy, it's going to get half. How we doing for time, folks? 9:10. Okay. Yep. Now here we go. You'll be. I'm assuming you're going to be with me. I'm going to. Well, no, I'll leave that on the screen. I'm assuming you're going to be with me when Craig Flanagan told me that that was not the worst version. I'm like, no. I mean, look at the top just before I move on, where it says score, stab to start. What is that thing underneath the letter S and T? What is that meant to be? I'm going to make it my. I tried a lot to get Ian Gray on the channel, and it never worked. I want to get the guy that programmed this. I need to try and find out who programmed it. I might need to ask Gary Bracey, though I'm sure he'll probably have no recollection of it. There again, yeah, it's going to mentally scar you. But anyway, yeah, there we go. Well, I know it's a life, but what is it meant to be? What is that supposed to look like? It looks like nothing. I mean, I can't even. I can't even think of something it looks like. No, it looks like bugger all. Yeah, right, okay. Right, let's. I mean, all I can say is, all I can say, folks, is if this next version is worse than this, I am truly, indeedly sorry. I am. Yeah. Looks rushed. Dearie me, understatement of the year, Colin. Looks rushed. Right, okay. What are we doing here? We're going to get core. Now, is it on the Atari? It's Atari 800. Now, I will have played this version unless I couldn't get it to work. So, I'm interested to know just what's going on here. Now, the problem I've got, I have scored the C16 one pretty low. I mean, accuracy, it got 0.5. If this is indeed worse, I may have to revisit the scoring. Okay, hold on to your hats, folks. Here we go. We're going in. F10. Could it be a blessing that it's not working? Or is it possibly because I need to press F8? Alright, here we go. Is it still loading? Okay, right, so this version was released by Imagine. It was released by Imagine, so let's go, folks. You right, let me just I just need to take a bit of time. Oh god. Right, where do we start with this? Now, if we're to pause it, can we pause it? No, we can't pause it. It looks alright, albeit the bridges are pink. The graphics, whilst like the guy with the green dresses, kind of look see-through. They've got gaps between their head, etc., etc. I'm assuming that's just a limitation of the hardware. It's got the sound effects. Let me try and... Now, what Craig did say is the graphics are huge. Yeah, it's as tough as the C16 one. It kind of reminds me of Knuckle Busters on the C64, which is not a good. It's not a good game to get a comparison about. Now, you'll notice they kind of disappear. Bloody hell! Can we go up the ladder? You can actually jump. Holy shit! Yeah, the sprites are a mixed bag. They go from utterly shit to what the fuck were they thinking? It's difficult. Jesus. I mean, I've had how many? 5 games? I'm with you, Craig. I'm with you. Is it as bad as the C16 one? I'm going to say no. I don't think it comes anywhere near close to being as bad as the C16 version. Is it a good version? Is it? Hell, it's pish. It's the it's even pulling down. You've got to pull straight down. You can't sort of like, and it's slow to react. I mean, there's absolutely no. You can't. If I'm firing here, I'll say one thing that the C16 versions go over this. When you're firing, at least you can see that you're hitting somebody with a sock. This, what is that? They've attempted a little bit of animation, which unfortunately it's like FIFA syndrome. Because there's animation, it takes a bit of time for the whole animation sequence to kind of finish, which means there's a delay in actually pressing the damn fire button, or not pressing the fire button, in the knife reacting. I'm not sure what's going on with the pink. I mean, the Atari has got a really nice colour palette. Right, I'm going to finish up with this game. Right, okay. Let's just start at graphics. If the C64 got 7 and the C16 got 2, then this is going to be a 4, I think. It's going to give it a 4. Sound. It sounds all right. There's a bit of music. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any sound effects per se. There's a bit of music. I'm going to give it 4. Playability, it's way too difficult. The having to pull down exactly if you even sort of touch a diagonal, it doesn't work. So playability, it's not good, folks. It's not good. It's going to be. I'm going to give it a 3.5. Accuracy, it's going to be. I'm going to give it a 4.5. I'm going to give it a 4.5. I don't know if you agree with that, Craig. It's not a good version. Yeah. I'm just typing in a little comment. Okay, folks, right, we're 4 down. We've got 4 to go. If I've got 4. It is utter shite, Craig. Absolutely. But it's not in the same. It's not in the same shiteness as the C16. I do beg to differ. It's not a good game. Right. Anyway, moving on. If you've hidden behind the curtains, you can now come out. Right. Next one, we're going to look at the NES. So what we need to do is we need to go into consoles. And we then need to look at the NES. I thought Craig likes it. So, wait a minute, Craig, you're saying you don't actually like the game. Right. I think this might be called Russian Attack. I might be wrong. There we go, Russian Attack. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that. Oh, right. Let's start. This is the NES one. How do we start it? Now, like a lot of what you call it, NES games, the conversions, they always like to try and improve it. You always get something extra for your money. Now, right away, the graphics they've got the arcade look. Are we going to get some extra weapons? Oh, is he going to give us a weapon? Oh shit. Now you'll see there when there's a lot of sprites on the screen, you do get a bit of slowdown. Right, now one thing I do like about this version is you can it utilises the second button, because obviously it would be getting played with what do you call it, gamepad. Now, in case you've already watched the original Arcade Perfect My Arse for this game, I did mention at the start that I've been doing these videos, Arcade Perfect. Oh, you sneaky bastard! I've been doing these Arcade Perfect videos for a good number of years, and oh bollocks, jump is pressing up, and you have to. I've kind of ran out of games to cover. I mean, I know there's a lot of other games out there, but none of which I've really got any interest in actually covering. But I just figured it would be nice to revisit some of these games and just see if it's a bit like when Zap re-reviewed games that they'd reviewed back in the day. Of that. Oh, bollocks. Right, so you need to jump over them. Oh. Oh, have it. Sneaky bastard. Oh, bollocks. No, right, we've had enough of that. We've had enough of that one. Right, okay. Graphics are really good. I'm going to give them an 8. In fact, I'm going to give it more than that because it's really, it does look like the arcade. Slightly different colours. I'm going to give it a 9 actually. I think it deserves it. Sound is really good as well. It sounds really authentic. So I'm going to give it an 8. Playability. It's yeah, it's probably the most playable version so far, so I'm going to give it an 8. And accuracy, I can't comment on other levels obviously because I've not got that far. I'm going to give it an 8.5 for accuracy. Right, there's my comment. Right, we've got 3 versions left, folks. By the way, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. This is meant to be last night's video, but I wasn't feeling great. Okay, right. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have... The next version is the Game Boy Advance. I don't know whether that appeared on some sort of... Could anybody quickly check Google and see did Green Beret come out in a compilation? Right, see, it's not there. Collector series, there's Game Boy Collection. Let's see if it came in this. I'm sure I had it actually, you know that. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Snark. There we are. Right, okay. Hang on, I just need to turn on... I don't know if Russ is still in the stream. You can go to video processing and then you can just batter in some filters. like so. I do like my screen filters, I do like my, what do you call it, scan lines. I know technically it makes it look worse, but I like it. Right, okay, Russian attack. Right, wait a minute, this is playing at like 100 miles an hour. I have no idea why it's doing that. Underclock CPU. Hardware. Christ, the turbo's off. If that's the turbo bloody off, what's it like when it's on? Any idea? Right. That is, I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, it's rushing around, definitely. That's disappointing. Why is that playing so fast? Does anybody know? Because you don't normally get turbo off. It shouldn't be playing like that. Yeah, I mean, see if you try. I don't know. Let's try. If you try a different game, no, that's still. Hey, what's going on? Have I? Oh, hang on. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I? I think there's. I think. Hang on. I think I have. Is this playing too fast? Yeah, I don't think that's playing too fast. Right, wait a minute. Let me try again. Right, that's not too fast. Yeah, I was pressing all the buttons. Something did change there. Right, why is it not? Why is it not starting? Right, something's afoot. Right, I'm not sure what's going on, folks. Two-player. I'm going to try again. Try load the core again. That's weird. Why is that not? I'm going to reboot my Mister. That's a bit strange. Blowing it, yeah, that's exactly. Try again. Console. If you just join me, folks, we're playing through home conversions of Green Beret. We've got 3 to go. Did I put that in? I don't think I have yet. Oh, wait a minute, I'm trying to load the wrong damn thing. Bloody hell, right, Konami Collectors. I was trying to load the Game Boy. thing. I was loading the wrong thing. Right, now, how do we get past this? Ah, there you go. Fast forward. I have pressed the fast forward button. How do we get out of this? Right, that looks better. There we are. Right now, folks, I think we'll have a winner. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to include collections like on the PlayStation and PlayStation, I don't know, 2, etc. because they are running the arcade. Oh shit, how did I do this? Ah, right, that button speeds it up. Wait a minute, I need to get my bearings here. Alright, so that jumps, that stabs, that jumps. Right, tell you what, I'm just going to define the buttons. Right, left, down, up. A, B, left, right, select, start, fast forward. We don't want to rewind. Right, so it's these two buttons. Oh, that's bloody jump. So how do we use the weapon? It plays like the arcade. You can spin around like that. Right, is that how are we going to? Oh, right, okay, it's that button, which isn't ideal because it's nowhere near. Yo, bollocks. If I was going to play this properly, I would reconfigure the controls because I've kind of got the button that you do the thing on is nowhere near the rest of them, and then I end up pressing the fast forward thing, which I don't want to do. Come on, I'll do it. I'm going to keep this one in. I mean, I did say I wouldn't include packs, but you know what? This is on the Game Boy Advance, and I think they've done a fantastic getting a little Game Boy to run watch. I'm assuming it's running in arcade ROMs because this is too accurate to not be. There we are. Yeah, I mean, I would like to actually see. Cheers, Bob. Take care, buddy. I would actually like to see this running side by side with the arcade one. We'll give the setting level a quick go, if we can. Oh, you bastard. I knew I was going to get killed there. You shouldn't stand too close to the edge of the screen like that. Oh, bugger. Yeah, bloody hell. Graphics, it's a 10, folks. Can't argue with that. Sound, I think it's perfect. Has it got the title music? Let me just double check. It's not got the title screen music, so it's going to lose half a point, but I'm going to give it 9.5. Playability. It's got to be a 10. I can't. Accuracy, it's got to be a 10. Right, we've got 2 to go, folks. MSX, so we need to come out of this, go back into computer, and then we want to go to MSX. Now I've not really used the MSX that much, so apologies if I have to fanny about and get I don't think it's that. There is, if I remember rightly, one of the MSX cores, it's got the hard disk configured. Is it this? Load ROM. Can I just load a ROM, maybe? I wonder if it's called Russian Attack. Nope. CSK, are you looking at this on the Mister by any chance? Nope. I'm just trying to figure out how to. I don't know. So sorry, Colin. Say that again. I think it's in Sofa Run. How do you mean? I'm not with you, mate. I'm going to try the MSX, this one again. I can't remember. It's been such a long time since I played it. I'm sure there is a hard disk image. Because I don't use it very often, I forget how to play it. Oh, start Sofa Run. How do I do that? F2. Ah. Right, how do we How do we go back? Right. We could be in business, Colin. We could be in business, son. Ah, bugger, right. There's no green beret in there. I'm wondering if it's called Russian attack. Running naked in a field of flowers? Right, tell you what, Colin, could I be a pain in the arse? Don't count on it. I'm going to ask Colin if he can try and get it to work, and I'm going to look at the last version, which is on the ZX Spectrum. Now, the ZX Spectrum, for some weird reason, whilst the core is flawless, the capture card thing doesn't really like the Spectrum core for some weird reason, and it can, from time to time, not work properly. So, yeah, just in case, but hopefully Colin can get it working. Green beret, there we are. Right, it doesn't really help if you press the space. I need to do a reset because I went and pressed the space bar when I shouldn't off. Tape loader. Now, this one you know is going to be a bit special because it was programmed by Joffa Smith, who was, in my opinion, probably the best programmer on the Spectrum. Some great programmers, but the games that he put out were just top class, absolutely top drawer. Right, it defaults to Kempson, so if we press 2, there we go. Oh, we've got the Amiga version as well to look at, which is a slight cheat because it came out like later. It came out fairly recently, but I think we'll include it. This is obviously, I was going to say, it's not technically monochrome. Colours are limited. It's got that quintessential Spectrum sound. I like the way that the baddies, I'm calling them baddies. I like the way they change into skeletons when you kill them. Probably got apart from it being monochrome, and obviously the NES and Game Boy Advance version, for the 8 bits, come on, it's probably got the best looking graphics. It can be difficult to see the bullets But that's just something that, you know, you've got with the Spectrum. Oh, bollocks. I used to be pretty good at this one. Again, in the arcade, you don't get the little flying kick dudes until later on in the level. Bollocks. Ow, arse biscuits. I don't know why I couldn't jump there. I'm not going to blame the joystick, but for some weird reason I couldn't jump. Now, oddly, for having a game that you can hardly, it's got a lot of colour clash going on. It's surprisingly you can see what you want to do. Oh, bollocks. Evening, Ross. Right, I'm going to play it once more. We really want a special weapon. That's going to kill me, isn't it? Damn. That's going to kill me. Yeah. Right, I've just looked at the top, and I've discovered that it's the sickle appears to be the lives, but I don't recall the C16 sickle looking like that. Right, so I'm going to have to jump off here, I think. Good evening, John. How are you, mate? You're smoking good wine and nice cigars. Nice one. I've never ever smoked in my life. I always think that if I was going to smoke, it would be a guitar. A guitar? It'd be a cigar, even. Yes. Evening, Rodian. How are you, mate? Right. Oh, you come from... Sorry, John, did you say... Have you been referred to this channel from Kevin down the rabbit hole? Right, that's a Spectrum. Okay, graphics. The graphics are really detailed, but there's no colour. So I'm gonna give it... I'm gonna give it a... Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7. Sound is minimal. It's there is a bit of sound. It's probably going to be a 4.5. Yeah, playability is extremely playable. Now I'm going to actually I did play that a lot a few years back. and I could get a lot further. I can guarantee it is extremely playable. So I'm going to give it an 8.5 for playability. Accuracy. It's not got the colour, it's got the graphics, it's got the playability. I'm going to have to. I'm going to give it a 7.5. Okay. Colin, could you ROM for MSX Greenberry in Discord? Ah, right. Okay. Thanks. I'm going to. Before we finish off, well, we've got one more version actually. Let me see if I can download the MSX version. I can find my Discord thing. Thanks, Ox. Right, okay, that's that. I can close that down like so, and I can close that down. Now, what we need to do MSX, and then what we want to do is open up downloads and then drag that across. Right, okay, lovely. Actually, Ox sent me it. Sent me it in the what do you call it? In the private message. So I'm going to give that a go. Right. So that was the Spectrum. Let's go back to the. What one should I try, Colin? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll try both. MSX. The Colin, you'll need to wait and see. Well, you're not watching the stream. I've already rated Atari 800, but I will do a wee summary. Arcade Club was absolutely excellent. Ross, really, really good. Right, I don't know how do we start? How do we start? MSX1, right, okay, so I've gone to the wrong one. Core. Yeah, it was a great, really, really good weekend all round. Now what do we do? Is it ROM? Is it's a disc I think I've got? Ah, right, hang on. ADF is a disc, right, wait a minute, I need to go to that. Right, it's not showing up. How do I? Right, wait a minute. Colin, did you send me a ROM or a disc? Because the one that Ox has given me, load and ROM. Also, it's that. Load and ROM. Right. Uh, right, it's not showing up. Right, I'm gonna try. Cheers, Ross. Take care, buddy. Hopefully you've seen enough, mate, to make you want to get one of these. Right, so Colin sent me a ROM because I don't know how to load a disk image. So let me just let me go back into this. I want to go with that. Right. Okay, lovely. And we can close that. Right, ROM. Wonderful. Just give me 1 second while I. And this is the lovely thing about you can have your Mister running as a network drive, and then you can just manually transfer it across. MSX1 Greenberry ROM. Move here. Right, okay. So let's go back again. So load ROM. There we are, green beret. Fantastic. Press shift or fire button. It looks like the captives. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Right. Colour is a bit weird. It does have the skeletons when you die, which is pretty good. Oh, bollocks. There's no getting over when you get hit, because the whole entire screen flashes. I'm not overly impressed with the scrolling. Again, I don't know what he's doing. He's meant to be stabbing, but it looks like he's trying to punch somebody in the bollocks. Yeah. The scrolling seems to be a combination of scrolling and push scrolling. Oh, bloody hell. Ross, tonight is it's Green Beret. We're not playing anything else. It's just Green Beret conversions we're looking at, mate. I certainly will. I mean, I will be doing a VIC-20 stream at some point, usually on a Sunday. The reason this is tonight is because I wasn't feeling particularly great. Come on. This is a real mixed bag. It's not awful, but it's not good at the same time. It's got some... I mean, you know, statically it looks kind of alright. Oh. Let's see if we can just leg it. Oh, piss off. Right. Evening, Rick. Yes, you have indeed, but you know, this video will be available on catch up, so you can, if you really want to relive the C16 version, you can do that. It was, people always tell me I should put chapters in videos. It's never likely to happen. It's too much hassle. The C16 was, I think it was about the third version that I played, third or fourth version that I played, so. Oh, for crying out loud. You tell him, Craig. If it had decent scrolling and it played a bit quicker, it wouldn't be overly bad. It's just a bit sluggish. Oh, bollocks, I stood up there. Alright, try. I think that's the last game. Yeah, it's a bizarre choice of colours. Right, that's enough of that. Right, where do we start with that? Graphics. No, I mean, the graphics aren't bad. They're not the worst. Colour's a bit dicky. I mean, some of the guy with like the sheepskin jacket on, him there coming on, looks alright. I'm going to give it a 6. It's not atrocious. Sound, it's got a bit of music. It's got that sound. Not a lot else. I'm going to give it a 5 for sound. Playability, it's too sluggish. It's too slow. The scrolling's not great. Um, hmm, it's going to be a 5, I think. Accuracy to the game. Again, I'm going to go for a 5. Alright, writing up my old summary. Okay, folks, right. You know what? I'm going to let you see the Commodore Amiga one, but I'm not going to include it in this competition thing because it did come out. When I do these, I always like to kind of base it on the original versions that came out. And this one came out quite a bit after the. Why am I pressing? I've pressed the button in the wrong keyboard. Yeah, this one came out fairly recently, so I'm not going to include. Well, we can take a look at the Amiga version, but it's not going to take part because, as we know, they're making new games for all these old systems, and they're putting out. I mean, Donkey Kong is like arcade perfect, and again, I wouldn't include that. You've got to be you've got to have a bit of, it's got to be kind of accurate. Right, title. What are we going for? Greenberry. But let's just look at this. This is what you could have won. This is what it could have been like had we had the programmers back in the day. So this one came out in 2020, 2022. Yeah, I've not played this. Uh, assuming OG is, yeah, the little title screen is pretty accurate. Alright, wait a minute. I just need to do one thing. I need to do one thing, folks. It automatically defaults to NTSC. So what I need to do here is I need to force PAL like that. Then we can go back in and we can load it up again. The apparently it was called Russian Attack to begin with, but because of the kind of Cold War and the controversy that would cause, it became Greenberry. Yeah, I think that's a bit more like it. But they are both exactly the same game. Come on, he shouldn't be shooting like that. Fucking hell. This is still playing a bit fast. I don't believe it should be playing as quick as this. But graphically, again, I would really like to see this. I'd really like to see this side by side. It's bollocks. Come on. Oof. Ah, there's no cannon thing. Oh, is that some kind of... Alright, that must be... You get to start from there, I think. Come on. How do I do the button? Oh, bollocks. It's spacebar. Yeah. Ah, you might be right, actually. It might be right. Tell you what, let me just... yeah, what I'm going to do, I just want to try what Rick's suggesting. There is an Amiga 500 core. Then again, it might not have... It might not have the discs. Right. I will let you see these at some point. Right, listen, it's now 10 past 10, so I need to get to my bed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that back to that. There we go, folks. That is every version. We couldn't get... Oh, we did get the MSX one working, so I'm just going to quickly tot up this. Oh, we've done that, actually. Right, we're not going to rate the Amiga one. Right. Let me... I need to get the right. I can put my keyboard down there. I know we know what version is going to win, but it's interesting just to see some. Right, and what we're going to do, we're going to sort these, and we're going to custom sort. We're going to go by total, and it's going to be largest to smallest. In fact, no, we'll leave it. We'll leave it smallest to largest. There we are. Right, folks. Okay, stand by your beds. Right, we looked at how many versions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 versions of Green Beret. Now, is that kind of 8th place? I think it is. No surprise, it is the woeful C16. It scored a whopping, now a minute, 10, 20, 30, 40. This is out of 40. Uh, this scored a whopping 3 out of 40. Now, if I get asked, I would work that out in a percentage term, but I don't. The comments I've just got, where do I start? The scrolling is awful. It's like, it gets to the edge of the screen and then it starts moving. The graphics are shocking. There's corruption. You die when you don't know when you're going to die. It's just, it's awful. Absolutely awful. So yeah, that was in 8th place was the C16. In 7th place, with 16 out of 40, it was Atari 800. Colours are all wrong. The graphics are horrendous. You can't see what you're meant to be doing. And you've got to be really, really precise with the joystick. So that's a shocking version. In 7th place, MSX with 21 out of 40. So what would that be? About 52%. It's sluggish. It's got some really odd colours, and it's sorry, odd. I've got written shit colours actually. Just awful. In 5th place, is it 5th? With is Amstrad. It scored 25.5 out of 40. It's slightly sluggish. It's got the horrible push scrolling, and it's pretty slow to respond. In 4th place, narrowly missing out on a medal. Now, I'm a wee bit surprised at this. Yeah, I'm not sure. It scored 27.5 out of 40. The Spectrum one, not got the colour. It's just extremely playable. The graphics are nice, I says, without the colour. The sound is obviously lacking a wee bit. But that was 4th place. In 3rd place is the Commodore 64 one. It got 29.5 out of 40. The one bit I've scored it down is too difficult. It is just too damn difficult. Um, If you ask me on a different day, I would maybe say the Spectrum one was actually better than the C64, but it depends what kind of you're looking at it. But anyway, the C64 takes bronze medal. In second place, it's the NES one. It gets 33.5 out of 40. Uh, my comments are it's excellent all round. It's a cracking version, really, really good. And the winner by a country mile is the version on the Game Boy Advance. I know obviously it's a later version, but it still came out kind of back in the day. It got as far as I'm concerned, it got 10 out of 10 for graphics. Sound was about 9.5. Playability 10, accuracy 10. So it got 39.5 out of 40. And my comments simply say, wow. So there you have it, folks. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thank you very, very. Oh, where's the Amstrad? The Amstrad. I read that out. Slightly sluggish, push scrolling, slow to respond. I read that out. You're getting me confused, Ox. The Amstrad came in at fifth position. I said it got 25.5 out of 40. So anyway, listen, folks, I'm going to go and get my chamomile tea and get to my bed. Thank you very much for joining me. Yeah, I will be along probably later on. I'll be along for the Friday Waffle this week, and I'm going to get another. I've got a video that I recorded a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to get out as well. So listen, folks, until next time, as always, thank you very, very much for watching.